Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV, church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina, Clovis, special guest. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministries.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Come on in here. We got some stuff to talk about. Good morning. Woo, you guys. I thought this story was over. I thought this story regarding the driver, his name is Corey Harris, who was driving his car with an alleged suspended license when he went on a Zoom with the judge. And the judge was like, "Are you driving?" I thought it was all done. But y'all, Corey have lawyered up. Ooh! Thank you to all of our subscribers. Come on, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe today. If you are new to our channel, my name is Regina, and the channel is the Juice Radio and Talk Show. If you're watching this on one of our other platforms, guys, those channels will be going off after 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Those channels will be going off, so you're going to have to come over here to my YouTube channel, the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Go over there to YouTube or Facebook and type in the words, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. Look for that red mug and microphone, and you know you will have the right one. Guys, this story has gotten deep. This gentleman has gone viral, which many of you are aware of. Hey, Aaron, thank you for putting that in there. Thank you so much, beautiful. This video went viral with the gentleman, Corey Harris. Now, some of you watching this may think, oh, we already saw that already. No, you haven't seen this. This is all new because Corey has now gotten a lawyer. He has gotten a lawyer, and he is fighting this case. But the judge, the gentleman here, Judge Cedric Simpson, he ain't playing with Corey or his lawyer. He's like, no. I have found some more information. This is what this judge is saying. So I'm going to run these videos, you guys. And I just thought, oh my goodness, this gentleman, he should have just left this stuff alone. He should have just did what the lawyer said, and he should have just paid whatever stuff he had to pay. But no, he want to go and get him a lawyer and come in front of the same judge. Judge Simpson ain't having it. He's been on that bench a long time. He is not having it. That's right, y'all. Click that thumbs up on this video. Now, I'm going to be playing several videos here to give you guys much more information and content to this. I'm going to start out by sharing this first one here. And listen, everybody was on this trip of, oh, this gentleman and what he did. He was crazy for doing all of this, blah, 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 and all that stuff, right? And they had a lot to say. But then when they were hearing that his license was not suspended, they figured, oh, we need to give this guy an apology. But hold your apologies, you guys. Hold them. Because it is being said by this judge right here, Judge Simpson, that Corey Harris never had a license to suspend in the first place. What? No, he did not have a license. And the judge is going to explain all of that to you. His license or driving privileges, as Judge Simpson said, driving privileges were revoked because of a child support suspension. Oh, yes, it goes deep, y'all. Child support issues. And Corey was thinking that allegedly he took care of all of that stuff. But no, Corey, you didn't, because even your lawyer was like, take care of your business. Y'all handle your business. Ooh. I would not have wanted to go in front of this judge again, but let me go ahead and run this for those of you who may say, I didn't see this story. What's happening? What is this all about? Let me go ahead and share this with y'all, and then we're going to talk. All right, you guys. So let me do this. Let's share this, and have a whole
I got a
conversation.
little bit of an update. My talk to the table is a lesson in why we shouldn't jump to conclusions. Last week, we showed you a video of a Michigan judge in disbelief as he watched Corey Harris driving, even though he thought, the judge thought that his license had been suspended. Harris had logged in for a virtual Zoom court hearing. The judge ordered him to surrender, and he spent 2 nights in jail. Now, we couldn't believe our eyes either and poked a little fun, but Tony, who was once booked on a similar charge, said not to jump to conclusions. Listen to what he said last week.
You don't know why his license was suspended. You don't know what the underlying reason was. The government does it for dumb reasons sometimes. I know from experience.
Pull over and park the car.
That was dumb. I'm sure he would admit that. I'm sure he would admit
And
that.
he was on Zoom. You can't be on Zoom while you're driving. Then he hit the judge with, give me a second. I'm pulling in right now. And okay, obviously I was poking fun, but Tony was right.
He's not really? He would love this. He would love to be
What happened? What happened?
So what had happened was, apparently, no one in the courtroom knew that Harris's license was reinstated in 2022. Okay, so court records prove it, and it actually, they didn't change it in the courtroom, so it was a clerical error when the judge saw it. USA Today reports that everything is good now, and the case against Harris is now closed. He told Detroit TV station that the whole ordeal was very, very embarrassing.
Well, it was interesting on the Zoom because he didn't say, look, my license has been.
He didn't say it.
He made it sound like, I've been caught.
Yeah,
The way he responded.
He didn't know at the time that they didn't know. So maybe he assumed that they knew.
I definitely jumped.
You guys, that's what people were thinking. But get this, there's more. There's new information. Now, Corey stated in these videos, I'm going to show y'all that, my license wasn't suspended. He's thinking that, his license wasn't suspended and so forth. So he got him a lawyer and then started doing interviews. He did an interview. And you guys, one of the persons that saw this interview, Judge Simpson saw the interview, and you guys, Harris had to stand in front of the same judge again with his lawyer. Her name is AttorneyDionneWebster-Cox. She came in there like, okay, in her pretty green dress, nice green dress. I'm going to show you the video. But unfortunately, even all that beautiful green dress wasn't enough to sway Judge Simpson from doing his homework. Watched the video where he did the interview, pulled up some more information, dug and did some more research, and found out that Corey Harris never had a license at all. And the judge wasn't done with him even with that. Let me share this, y'all. This story gets so juicy. It is just amazing what this guy has gotten himself into. Sometimes silence is best. But here goes the interview that Corey did. Let me go ahead and share this with you guys.
Well, tonight, a man who became a meme after a viral court appearance in Ann Arbor is looking to set the record straight. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. People couldn't believe Corey Harris logged into the hearing for a charge of driving on a suspended license while he was actually driving.
He was cited last October in Pittsfield Township. That now infamous hearing was just last month. Tonight, 7 News Detroit reporter Kimberly Craig tells us Harris believes he's paying an unfair price for an honest mistake.
It has literally been pure OD hell.
OD?
I've been assaulted. I've been followed.
Follow.
I've been laughed at. I've been ridiculed. I have been disrespected.
Corey Harris is planning to appear back in an Ann Arbor courtroom Wednesday with a new defense attorney, AttorneyDionneWebster-Cox.
My client doesn't want to go out here breaking the law. He's a law-abiding citizen. So now that we know what's going on, we're taking the steps to go forward to correct the problem, to put him in a situation where his license is in proper order.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually.
Your doctor?
So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Harris said he was driving to take his wife to the doctor because her medical condition was worsening. But when the judge could see Harris was driving during that virtual hearing for driving on a suspended driver's license, Harris's bond was revoked. He spent 2 days in the Washtenaw County Jail, and the video spread across the internet like wildfire.
I don't even go on the internet anymore. I deleted my Facebook, my Instagram, Twitter. I deleted everything.
Harris said he had no idea he was driving on a suspended license back in October when he was first ticketed by Pittsfield Township Police. He thought the suspension that was tied to unpaid child support had been lifted 2 years ago.
What was your reaction when he told you, so you have a suspended license?
I looked at him like, you got to be joking, because all of this was supposed to have been taken care of already.
Court records show a judge ordered that suspension lifted in January 2022, but a spokesperson for the Secretary of State said they never received a clearance from the friend of the court. No one from the friend of the court responded to my calls last week, but today a representative for Saginaw County's chief judge did respond and said the clearance was never sent to the Secretary of State because Harris did not pay the license clearance fee to their clerk's office.
Never told me a thing. That's all they said, was that they would be sending me some paperwork in the mail. And here it is, 2024. And I just received the paperwork that they were supposed to send me 2 years ago.
Friend of the court.
Right.
They never said you had to pay a fee or anything.
No.
Right now, he needs to go to the he has an appointment with the Secretary of State Thursday. So Thursday he's going. Let's get this in order.
In Southfield, Kimberly Craig, 7 News, Detroit.
Now, there was a lot. I got some more videos, you guys. Now, here's the thing. He is saying in this one that he did not know this, he did not know that, so forth or whatever, blah, 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 all this stuff. But if you have your license suspended, you are responsible for contacting the driver's license place and the bureau and those that will help you get your license back. It's not their job to send you stuff. Stop being lazy. We're going to hear some more about what Judge Simpson had to say about that. Aaron, this is crazy. It is. And no, Aaron, he never had a license. Never had a license. Now, he said he was trying to take his wife to a doctor's appointment, but when he was on the phone with the judge, he said, I'm going to my doctor's office. And I think he was trying to say, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think he's trying to get sympathy from the judge by saying he was taking his wife to the doctor because her sickness had gotten worse? We pray her to get healed in Jesus' name. We don't want nobody getting sick. But I do remember hearing a lady's voice on the call when he was doing the Zoom. So now we find out that that is his wife on that call. Now, he also said that he deleted his social media pages because he says he was being threatened, he was being bullied and all this kind of stuff. Do y'all believe that? Let me know what y'all thoughts are, because I'm like, maybe people were, inboxing, going in the comments and saying all kind of stuff and everything. But here's the other thing. I think Corey is trying to blame everybody else for his situation instead of taking accountability for his own. The first thing, Corey, is it is being alleged, according to these documents that they were showing, that your license was suspended because of child support. So is it because you did not pay? That's normally why they suspend people's license. So that's the first thing. That's the first part of taking care of your business that he should have taken care of, to pay that child support. And maybe you would not be in all this stuff. I'm wondering what more details were about that. But let me play this video because it gets more, you guys. It gets more juicy. I could not pull up these videos fast enough this morning and get over here and get them to y'all. So let me go ahead and let me play this one for y'all.
New tonight, a shocking twist for the man who went viral for driving during a virtual court hearing for a suspended license.
Corey Harris showed up in person at a Washtenaw County courthouse today, hoping to set the record straight and put this entire saga behind him. Instead, we're reporting on a brand new chapter.
7 News Detroit reporter Kimberly Craig has been keeping up with the twists and turns of this one. She was in court today as it all unfolded.
Well, nothing went the way Corey Harris thought it was going to go in court today. The judge started off by slamming Corey Harris, saying he's never even had a valid driver's license. And the afternoon ended with Harris going to jail.
The person that needed to be blamed is the person that he was staring at in the mirror. He didn't do what he should have done.
The judge came ready to set the record straight with Corey Harris, who has claimed that he thought the suspension on his driver's license was removed 2 years ago.
That court and its friend of the court did nothing wrong. His driving privileges were unsuspended in 2022. That required Mr. Harris to do something. He didn't do it.
The judge said Harris never paid his clearance fees with the court or the Secretary of State to lift the suspension. But that's not all.
He has never had a Michigan license.
Never. We asked Harris yesterday if he ever had a valid driver's license. He claimed he didn't remember.
Do you ever recall having one? Having a driver's license?
I knew I had a permit. I knew that.
A driver's permit or?
I believe. I don't know. I can't say yes and I can't say no.
And that's odd because the Pittsfield Township police officer and prosecutor said during that October traffic stop, Corey Harris knew what was up.
At least twice during this traffic stop, he acknowledged to the officer that he did not have a valid license. Quote unquote, quote, actually, I don't have a valid license. Close quote. The question was, are you a valid driver? Quote, I am not.
There was no error by anybody. It was a failure on the part of Mr. Harris to do certain things. Now, I grant you that sometimes that can be a complicated process, but it was certainly not anybody's fault that that didn't happen other than that wasn't paid.
Then came the unexpected.
He has a warrant for his arrest.
Corey Harris was taken into custody for what appears to be a 9-year-old bench warrant out of Allen Park.
So was I shocked? Absolutely. Did I want my client to walk in and then get escorted to the back? Absolutely not. That was not the plan.
The shocking thing about it is for a driving while license suspended that he didn't take care of.
It should be something that a lesson for all of us. Handle your business. At the end of the day, handle your business.
In Ann Arbor, Kimberly Craig, 7 News, Detroit.
Now I want to take y'all back to over here. Let me see. Okay, y'all see Corey's shirt here? Y'all see Corey's shirt right here with the peace sign on the back? That's what that judge saying to you, Corey. That's what that judge saying. Peace out, Corey. Peace out. You messed up. You came back in here. You tried to make the judge look bad by going on these interviews. You tried to not take accountability for your own stuff. And the judge was like, oh no, peace out to you, Corey. It is time for you to take care of your responsibilities. You have come in front of the right judge on the right day. But I also want y'all to take a look at this part. Let me share this with y'all about Corey. Corey came in here with this shirt right here. Y'all see this shirt Corey got on? Let me make it big so y'all can see. Can y'all see Corey's shirt? Y'all see Corey's shirt? Corey, you did not walk into the courtroom with a shirt on that says, trust me. I almost jumped out my seat when I saw this. Corey, you got a shirt in court that says, trust me, with a peace sign on the back. Corey, no, you did not. No, you. I gotta make it bigger. Look, y'all. Trust me. Oh, I need one of King John's sound cues on here. King John, give me a sound cue for this part right here, because this man walked in the courtroom after he went viral with a shirt on that says trust me and peace sign on the back. I cannot. Some more videos. Thank you, Aaron. Yeah, Aaron and his lawyer said, wow, even the lawyer drove the bus over him. Here's the thing. The lawyer did not do as much homework, in my opinion, allegedly, than the judge did. The judge was like, oh, he doing interviews? Oh, I believe the judge put his Rambo headband on And I bet the judge was like, oh no, I am about to handle this business. And he went to digging and researching and pulling up stuff. Corey, you had a bench warrant out on you. A bench warrant 9 years ago. You should have never walked into that courtroom with all this mess. But you guys, I got some more information. Hey, Q and DJ, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, it don't end there. It does not end there. This story gets even deeper. There is even more to this. All right. So here I'm going to share this video with you guys and give y'all some more detail on this. Now, this is a video from NBC News, and it has a little more in-depth brief analysis of this whole thing. And then at the end of that video, I am going to play the full court hearing that was done where he went in front of the judge so you guys can hear the full video. I'm going to play the full video for you guys, okay? So let me go ahead and bring this one up. Hello, Mike. How you doing, Mike Walker? Salutations to you too. Thank you so very much for being here. All right, so let's go ahead and let's run this one, you guys. This one was good because they broke it down in little scenarios. So here we go.
As with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his
Yes.
record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
She should have known about it, Gussie. She should have known, yeah.
People are saying, and quite frankly, your client has made the assertion that the Pittsfield Township, as well as this court, was acting on some type of defective or faulty information, which I will tell you, counsel, caused the court, given what the court did, to investigate what my ruling was. With any reference to your client having had a license on that day, and some indication or misunderstanding as to whether or not he had a license. Let me make it very clear, based upon what the court looked at, he has never had a Michigan license, ever, and has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this great union. Mr. Harris indicated that at some point he had been involved in some accident. Then being involved into the accident, that he was basically bedridden or at least housebound, he could not get to the Secretary of State. He purposely stated that he could not get to the Secretary of State, which, for the way we handle things in this court, would have placed him in a whole different category. We would have tried to find a way, let's figure it out. And the reason I know that is because Mr. Harris, on December 28th of 2023, do you know where you were?
Y'all listen to this, listen.
December 28th, 23.
23rd. 2023.
I know I was laid up from my accident.
You were at the Secretary of State's office. And you were at the Secretary of State's office because you redid and got your new Michigan ID.
That judge ain't playing with Corey. He was like, do you know where you were? Because let me tell y'all something. When y'all go to court, let me tell y'all something. Whenever a judge or a lawyer asks you, do you know, y'all need to say, tell the truth. Because when they ask you, do you know, the judge or the lawyer is already telling you, I already know. I just want to know if you're going to tell me the truth. So Judge Simpson, he wasn't playing with Corey. Corey had to go right back to jail. There was a bench warrant. The judge wasn't playing. Judge said, okay, you back in my court. He sent him right back. Sent him right back. I'm going to play this other video and then we are going to talk. Let me add this one to the screen here so y'all can see this one in its entirety. This was good. Hold on.
I'll consider that withdrawn given the substitution, and you have an appearance, and I will sign off on the substitution.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. What are we doing today?
So, Your Honor, we were going to, there's several options that my client.
Well, I want you to know, counsel, that because of certain things, the court has a number of things I have to say.
Okay.
Because I think the record, given particularly some of Mr. Harris's comments with reference to this court potentially acting, what at least as I'm to understand is on what some may be, or is it, let's put it this way. People are saying, and quite frankly, your client has made the assumption that Pittsfield Township, as well as this court, was acting on some type of defective or faulty information, which I will tell you, counsel, caused the court, given what the court did, to investigate what my ruling was. And I will tell you that that assertion is absolutely incorrect with reference to any faulty information that either came through to the Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety or to this court ultimately at the May 15th hearing. And I think it needs to be stated, I've been asked for comments. I have refrained from comments as my normal practice is. This court with the pending case will speak on the record. And so I am going to make sure that the record is very, very clear as to what this court knows and what this court acted on May 15th. And we can start with this. And my basis for doing it is because of what was said about what this whole process was. And that an indication, counsel, and I know, counsel, you've been before me.
Absolutely.
I know it is not coming from you, but you also know how I am.
I do.
And the thing is that if for whatever reason, the one time in my life I was wrong, I will say it, and did. But when I'm not wrong, and when people are not to blame, then it also needs to be said. So I will try to get through this as quick as I possibly can. But I will tell you, first of all, with any reference to your client having had a license on that day, and some indication of misunderstanding as to whether or not he had a license, let me make it very clear, based upon what the court looked at, he has never had a Michigan license, ever, and has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this grade. He has never had a license. In point of fact, when they suspended his license, and what people don't understand, when they suspended his license at Saginaw, they don't suspend the license, they suspend the privilege to drive in the state. Hence, for example, if he had had a Kentucky license, he would be able to drive everywhere that Kentucky would allow him to drive. He just couldn't drive in Michigan because his privileges had been restricted. I know you know that, but that wasn't at all said. But it doesn't matter because he didn't have a license, ever. There is also then, and I will, when it is necessary, come to the defense of my sister courts, and I will come to the defense of Saginaw. They got a great chief judge answered the question. But I will tell you, that court and its friend of the court did nothing wrong. His license was, his driving privileges, better stated, were unsuspended in 2022. That required Mr. Harris to do something.
He didn't do that. Therefore, the friend of the court was under no obligation to send anything to the Secretary of State. Now, I hated that I had to look at all of this, but when there's a question as to what I did, I'm going to look at everything to make sure that what I did was all in order. There's then an indication from that because that wasn't sent, there was a direct attack on Michigan's Department of Secretary of State's office, saying that the Secretary of State was somehow involved. Let me tell you something. The Secretary of State did what they were supposed to do. In point of fact, they did nothing because they hadn't gotten anything from the court because Mr. Harris had not paid the reinstatement. This week, or latter part of last week, once he paid that, Saginaw friend of the court did what they should do, and they sent it. Immediately, based upon the information that I have, the Secretary of State did what they do every day. They took that suspension off of his driving record, and he was then unsuspended. And then your client did what he needed to do with reference to the Secretary of State and paid a rate. All right. Just a second, Mr. Schiller, I'm going to let everybody respond.
Thank you.
I am not done yet.
Okay.
All right.
You're covering a lot of the points for me. Thank you, Your Honor.
And so that came down to that. So the information at the time that I had, that Pittsfield Department of Public Safety had, was all correct at the time of both Pittsfield stop as well as the May 15th date. It was all correct. There was no error by anybody. It was a failure on the part of Mr. Harris to do certain things. Now, I grant you that sometimes that can be a complicated process, but it was certainly not anybody's fault that that didn't happen other than that wasn't paid. Now, here's the other thing, and I'm going to get the church right now. I'm not finished now. But the other part of this is the stop was in October. Most of the cases that we've heard just in this last afternoon are driving while license suspended cases. That's part of my Wednesday effort. We go through great pains to try to get people their licenses back, which is really how it should happen. Between October and because I don't live under a rock, I actually watch things. You look very nice on TV.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There was something that was said that was very disturbing to me. And I'm just going to let you know because I believe in being fair with everybody. The question was asked on the lines between October of 2023 and the point in time of the May 15th hearing. Was there an attempt by Mr. Harris to correct his license? Here's the part that was disturbing.
What?
Okay.
Mr. Harris indicated that at some point he had been involved in some accident. And being involved in the accident, that he was basically bedridden, he's housebound, he could not get to the Secretary of State. That was set up there. I'm going to presume, because I don't, my knowledge of counsel, that counsel is, I know you don't misrepresent me.
Right.
You never
do. Right.
That's not true.
Okay.
He purposely stated that he could not get to the Secretary of State, which, for the way we handle things in this court, would have placed him in a whole different category. We would have tried to find a way to figure it out. And the reason I know that is because Mr. Harris, on December 28th, 2023, do you know where you were?
December 28th of 23.
23rd.
2023.
Look how his lawyer looking at him. Look. She's like, you better tell me something.
I was laid up from my
You were at
accident.
the Secretary of State's office. And you were at the Secretary of State's office because you redid and got your new Michigan ID. I have the date. That's the date you did it. It's December 28, 2023. You did it. And so that you also know, and in all fairness to counsel, because I don't know counsel knows this, the way I know that he's never had a license is because May 3rd, he was 19 at the time. May 3rd, 1999, he applied for his first Michigan ID. Council knows, you cannot have both. You either have an ID or you have a license, one of the two. He has religiously every year gotten a new ID. And so he knows he doesn't have a license.
Just say every year he get an ID, so he know about it.
Said that at the beginning. And all of this hoopla could have been just put all on the side.
Judge ain't playing.
We all go through the process as we do with all the people coming here to try to get his license. But his falsehoods, this state also, are not going to fare him well in this court.
Wait, y'all, I gotta pause it for a second. This judge is not playing. This judge was like, counsel knows, and he knows that the attorney didn't know about that. And that's why the judge was like, counsel knows. You where were you December? Counsel knows. And she looked at him like she is quiet as a church mouse. He ain't playing with her or him. I'm gonna keep running it. But you guys, the judge said something real clear here. He said, Corey, you go every year to get you an ID. So if you get you an ID, you know that you're supposed to have a driver's license. The judge ain't playing. Let me go ahead and finish this, running this. Oh my goodness. Ooh, this attorney. Oh my goodness. But her hair is cute though. I love her hair. Real cute.
I'm done for now. I'm sure I will have something else to say. Whichever one of you would like to speak first, do that.
I'll wait to go last.
So, Your Honor, yes, I spent yesterday at the Pittsfield Township Police Department with Officer Monaster, who performed the traffic stop in this case. I also noticed the December 28, 2023 date, and I know the significance of that, and the court just went through that painstakingly, and I thank you for that. In addition, at the traffic stop, when I was at the police department yesterday, we watched the body cam video. At least twice during this traffic stop, he acknowledged to the officer that he did not have a valid license. Quote,
Y'all, he acknowledged to the officer twice, and he got the officer sitting right there. He acknowledged to the officer he did not have a license. Did you share that information with your attorney, Corey? Did you? Y'all, let me finish playing this. Wow, they are not playing with Corey. This is his wife sitting over here in the corner with her arms crossed and the black thing on her head. That's his wife right there. Y'all see on the top left-hand screen over there, sitting behind the gate, the guy in the tan jacket with the black tank top shirt on. That's his wife right there.
quote unquote, quote, actually, I don't have a valid license, close quote. The question was, are you a valid driver? Quote, I am not, close quote. So you know what, this is all this hoopla and this circus atmosphere is, in my opinion, it's an affront to the justice system. I mean, I've been a prosecutor for more than 30 years. And to see this kind of hoopla around a driving while license suspended case is ridiculous. And it wasn't caused by this court. It wasn't caused by the Pittsfield Township Police Department. It was caused by the extrajudicial statements made outside of this courtroom.
Okay, so thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Well, first thing I'd like to say is, very first thing is we're here, and that we all saw this video. I wasn't in court. I wasn't even on YouTube watching the court that day, right? I saw it because someone saw it and decided to post it. I can assure you that was not Mr. I don't think he has the capacity to be able to post it like that on YouTube or Instagram. So that was not him. And it happened to take off and go viral. So he had what we saw was him saying what? He was driving, which he should not have been driving, right? We're told not to drive on Zoom while doing that. So that's how this came to the attention, because the court, I saw you. He said, I can't believe this. Is he driving? And we all said that. Everyone who saw that video asked the same question. It became a joke. It became a complete joke. Now, with respect to what we want to do, and I cannot say anything is with respect to what my client has said, but when we talk about the hoopla, my client didn't start the hoopla. Perhaps he's made some comments, but he didn't start the hoopla whatsoever. That was someone that was outside of his control as to how it went viral. He had no control over that, and that I'm going to stand on that. He did not send it out to Instagram. He didn't send it out to wherever. He didn't do that part. So, with respect to, did he have I don't want to try this case today at all, but what I want to do is focus on what's good. Now, what is good? That day in October, this officer here, that could have gone a whole other direction. And I'm so happy that you were so kind and courteous to my client. Thank you, officer. Thank you so much. Because it could have gone another direction. We are here right now. My client has an appointment to go to the Secretary of State for his permit. He's working on that. I want to focus on how do we correct this and cure this? How do we go forward with this situation? Whenever he was not under oath under any of the things that he said, so we're not talking about any type of perjury going on. Very true, right? So with that being the case, let's move forward with this. He is here. This is what I'd like. Because, yes.
I would like to move forward too.
Yes.
We handle these cases all the time. But I will tell you, as you know, having appeared before me, the one thing I don't like is when people don't take responsibility for what they've done. When they take responsibility for it, we will use whatever we can to try to get you to another spot. Because it doesn't behoove any of us for you to be in that spot.
That's right.
One other thing that I will say, when you say it wasn't started by you, oh, it certainly was. It certainly was when he made his first statement to WXYZ about blaming people for this happening. And he shouldn't have done it. Because when you look at the whole thing, the person that needed to be blamed, we can go back to a lot of other points, but I'm not here to embarrass him. But the person that needed to be blamed is the person that he was staring at in the mirror. He didn't do what he should have done, and that's okay. The majority of people that come here on no licensing didn't do what they were supposed to do. That's like a given. They don't go about blaming anybody. They just say, Your Honor, I didn't pay the ticket. Or Your Honor, I just didn't do it. I just didn't have time to do it. I just didn't take it. Whatever.
Right.
Just own it. Once you own it, then it becomes a whole lot easier just to move forward.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
Own it.
You and I said I wouldn't, but
Thank you. I understand. I understand it. You know, I know who you are, and I respect that. So, where I am is where I've always been, because I can assure you that when he did speak to WXYZ that day, I wasn't representing him. I was representing him yesterday, right? And you would heard my message is that what steps are to correct this. And that's what I'm about, Your Honor. How do we correct this, right? I understand the entire process. I have not gone into detail, but I will take the word of the court and of Mr. Stiller here, brother counsel, and about the background and the history of it. But how do we go forward? And that's why I'm here to sort of minimize. You okay? Can he did get into an accident. May he sit down? May he please, Your Honor?
Y'all, I like this lawyer. I like her. But the judge is right. Own your stuff. When you go in front of judges, y'all have to learn, own it. Okay, judge, I did it. Now how do we move forward? It will make it easier on your lawyers and yourself.
Okay. So what we're looking for, because there are some options here. My client has indicated to me and would like me to indicate to the court that he is in the process of procuring his license.
Now, let me tell you what happened there. She said that he did have a real serious injury. It's a real injury. He had a back problem. He had a prior accident. Now, they don't go into the full details of it, but she said, now, this is real. This is a real, incident happening, because y'all know sometimes people go in court and they be trying to fake and stuff. So she was letting the judge know there is a real injury that happened with a prior accident. So I like this lady. I like her. Okay, let me go ahead and finish running this.
Hopefully that privilege will be available to him, but he does have, as you stated earlier, and I have the receipts. He did pay the reinstatement fee. Those fees are paid. Anything that was out in the previous court, those fees have been paid, and I've been presented with those receipts. In addition, on tomorrow, he's got his permit test coming up, and then after that, because he's an adult, he's working on it so that he can take advantage of the offers that are available, because as you say, this court does want to help. Absolutely.
Did she say he's going to be taking his permit test? Is that what I heard, that he's going to be taking it? So he haven't done none of the process allegedly to get his license. So he got to start with the permit. Y'all, no, the judge is not lying. Q and DJ, the judge is not lying. All right, so let me finish running this.
And with that, because my client was in an accident, and I haven't seen the medical records, but because of some of the things it could be, I don't know. But sometimes our memories get a little foggy. Now, am I going back to 1999? No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that I'm saying from this day forward, he is working diligently to take the steps necessary to procure this driver's license so he can take advantage of the generous offer.
The generous offer.
Thank you.
I believe this attorney gonna make it. That stuff. She's gonna make it.
One additional thing. Ms. Webster-Cox and I need to approach the bench. It may involve Mr. Allen.
Who's Mr. Allen?
Okay. Thank you.
Well, who's Mr. Allen? Oh.
I will give out whatever aid I can.
Okay.
You probably didn't know this, and I'm not sure whether prosecutors. He's got a
No, I did not know.
Again. See? Look how she's looking at him.
Elm Park, 24th District Court.
The sheriff.
Okay.
The shocking thing about him, for a driving while license suspended, that he didn't take care of.
Okay. Well, like I said, he wants to handle.
So
he's dedicated.
Hey, Vaughn. And it's a valid warrant. I happen to be within their radius of pickup. Now, having said that, I don't know if they will be.
Okay.
I will say that what should have happened, I'm not going to go through and try to figure out whether it did happen, but when he was arrested, when he turned himself in on my revocation bond, upon being released, he should have been apprised, warned, and released to go take care of him. I don't know whether he was. I really don't care whether he was or not. All I know is that was back at mid-May, and it hasn't been taken care of.
Judge say take him.
And it's still valid. I was hoping.
Why the lawyer didn't know that?
Maybe that somebody was going to try and take care of it, because as I'm sure if you had known, they would have been done. So much so that part of my delay in getting out of here
was to make sure that it was valid. I had my staff running right before I came out.
Wow.
So that if it had got taken care of and in, then fine, we were okay and I didn't need to deal with it.
Right.
But it's still there.
Woo!
Okay.
So, will July 17th work as a new date?
Wow. And his attorney's like, what happened?
As I understand it, he is right now not licensed. So if he goes in on Thursday, gets his permit, he's got to drive for at least 30 days. Apparently he knows how to do that part. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, Your Honor, we
He
got
knows how
it.
to do that part, but then he's got to go back, take the test,
Right.
and then he can do that. He may be able to accomplish it in that time, that 45-day period. If not, I mean, counsel, I just wanted to have a license.
We all want the same thing. One moment. So the 17th, it may not be me, it would be another attorney from my office who can do it because I'm in trial.
I don't want that.
You want me?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
thank
know
you.
you'll never hear me say that.
Okay.
You ain't getting
I
out
don't
of
want
this.
to go through this whole, you understand.
Right, no, I get it. So I started trial on the 15th and search.
What's my date after the 17th?
August 7th.
Right, you and DJ.
We can just put it out and then he can do what he's gonna do or not do what he's gonna do, but he should be able to.
August 7th at 1 o'clock, or it would be at 9 a.m.
I will set it at 9. We will set an invite now that we have your appearance, so you'll make direct invite from us. This is one time a lot easier.
Okay, and then I just need one moment to talk to my client. He wanted to tell me something.
Q and DJ, you're right. He could have used an Uber or Lyft. The other thing that I'm wondering is why wasn't the wife driving? What's going on with her license? Why wasn't she behind the wheel? But this judge said he had his people running to see if that bench warrant was still active, not basically because he wanted to arrest him, but really because he wanted to know if he had to deal with that or not. And unfortunately, he had to deal with it.
Yes, it is. Okay, August 7th at 9 a.m.
9 a.m. I'm gonna take it into custody on the warrant. The other question that I have is, and the way I look at the warrant is, the bond is, it's like $500.
Okay.
Two things. First, I don't know whether or not they'll come get him.
Right.
If they don't come and get him, we'll release him. We're not gonna hold him. If they are coming to get him and he's gonna be held, the question I would have for you, counsel, is do you want me to set a nominal on this when he gets credit, or do nothing and not worry about it? I'll leave that up to you.
Okay, that will be, but absolutely, I want him to be able to get full credit for anything that is necessary.
So let's do it this way. If he's not, so I'm gonna take him in. If for whatever reason, he's not released tomorrow, call my office and I will set a nominal bond
Okay,
on it rather than do it right now so that he has to deal with two things. So that you're also clear. Part of the reason I'm also doing this is because I think he was warned and released, didn't take care of it. And secondly, this has been out there for 9 years.
well, I did not know about it, Your Honor, okay?
Counsel, there is not a doubt in my mind that that's true. Yeah,
Okay.
I go to the bank on that one because I know you would have taken care of it.
Yes.
All right.
It's going to be taken care of today. His wife is here and it will be taken care of. So I will absolutely call your office tomorrow to see call the court to see the status of it. Ooh, you're going to take care of this.
All right.
Okay, that's what we're going to do.
We'll see you in August.
Okay, thank
Defendant
you.
is remanded on the Allen Park warrant. So going to be. this point, the bond will continue.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
People are.
Okay, everybody. So there you have it. That's that whole case that was going on. Oh my goodness, you guys. This gentleman, as you can see, they were like, listen, we got to take you back into custody again because you had a warrant from 9 years ago and it's got to be taken care of. Now, people, I'm going to tell you, you got to do like the attorney said, like this attorney said, Miss Webster-Cox. She said, take care of your business. You've got cases, you know these cases are there. They are not going to disappear. They may be prolonged. They may take a while to catch up to you, but eventually the law is going to catch up with you and it will have its repercussions over you. So he needs to take care of this. He needs to take care of this whole situation. The judge said one thing also I want to put some more emphasis on. Those of you that don't have a license, he said, now I was asking, why does he have to get a permit? Well, I heard what the judge said. The judge said the reason that he has to get a permit is because they have to have a permit for at least 30 days. They have to drive for 30 days. And then after the 30 days, if everything is okay, and I guess there's no incidents and so forth, then they can get their license or there's a process. So that's why he was saying that he had to wait. But this guy knew this stuff was going on. He knew the child support was going on. He knew that issue was there. He knew that he did not have a license because he would go and he would get regular ID. So he know everybody have to have a license. They all know. He knew that. He tried to say that he did not know about certain cases. He did not inform his lawyer thoroughly, in my opinion. He did not inform her thoroughly, made her look like she was not a qualified lawyer, which I think she is. I looked up her information. She's been doing this for a while. But because I believe it was rushed, and that's what happens a lot of time, you have to rush and do this, you don't get all the information that you should have. So she was shocked with a lot of things that came up. But I bet you this, I bet you she is going to get on those cases and make sure that they get taken care of, because she seems like the type of lawyer that would do exactly that. Now, she tried to say she could not come back for this new case, not new case, but this new date that the judge was putting in place. But the judge was like, no, you need to come on back because I'm not going to start all over again with somebody else. So you have to be here. The judge is not playing with this case. And I don't think he should, because people need to understand the importance of a driver's license. You need to have a license. There's a lot of people's lives can be affected out here because you don't do what you're supposed to do. It qualifies you. Thank you, Holy Spirit. A license qualifies you to be a driver. And he didn't have the qualifications because he did not have the license. So he have learned a huge lesson. And I think he's going to learn more as all this takes place. And I'm praying and hoping that with this particular lawyer, she gonna make him get all the way together. And listen, Miss Webster-Cox, if you're watching this video, Miss Webster-Cox, I would do this too. I would have a conversation with his wife and I would say, listen, let's check your driving information. Do you have a license? What's going on with that? Just to make sure, because we never know. Like he said, he was driving his wife to an appointment, emergency sake. Who's to say something might happen to him or somebody else and she may need to drive? So get all the stuff together. And maybe she was too sick to drive. I know that happens sometimes too. But like what have you said in the comment section here, Uber or Lyft, they are still out there. They are sometimes more than happy to pick you up. Some of these hospitals and doctor's offices, they also sometimes will come and send Uber or Lyft for you. Do y'all really believe he was going to the doctor's office? Because I'm kind of thinking, is that what you're saying? But we're going to find out. Yes, Aaron, it is absolutely crazy. Vaughn, how you doing? He said, please don't drive away. Please don't drive away. That is so funny. It is absolutely crazy, Aaron. Right, Aaron. Praying he figure out his life. Absolutely. I think this was a moment, a crossroad, where it's a blessing that he got stopped by this officer. He have to look at this all in a blessing stance. He's looking at it right now that he's embarrassed. He had to take down his social media. People are coming at him. People are making memes about him. People are talking about it, laughing about it, and all this stuff. But he really needs to look at this, that this was a whole blessing. God is still protecting this gentleman and his wife. Because he could have went on down the road and who knows what could have happened. But God, I believe, intervened and said, let me send this officer stop him and let me send this judge to help him to get his life all the way together. So Judge Cedric Simpson, I love the work that you're doing. Thank you so much. I got more information on Cedric as well. And Corey Harris, Corey, I don't want you to look at this as a negative thing. I don't want you to look at this as embarrassing. I want you to look at this as a whole entire blessing. That the judge is concerned about your well-being, even a prosecutor is concerned, even a police officer is concerned. And we know your attorney, Ms. DionneWebster-Cox, is concerned about your well-being. Now I want you to be concerned about your well-being, Corey. Get your life together. Get your stuff together, Corey. And all of you who are watching this, take some clues from it, some cues from it now. Don't be out there like Corey. Get all your stuff together, people. Q and DJ say, Von Brian, he better walk or crawl away. Y'all are funny. Erin said the lawyer seemed professional and tried her best. Yes, she did. She just kept getting hit with what? What? Who's it? Who? What? But she handled it like a pro. I like her. I like her. Q and DJ said learner's permit first and then driver's license. Thank you, Q and DJ. Vaughn said, thank God that he has received grace to take care of it. You better say that 3 times. Thank God he received grace. Thank God. Let me tell you, Q and DJ said, that's why I don't drive, because I don't have a driver's license or permit. You see? And maybe that could be why his wife was not driving. But you guys, I hope Corey looks at this in a positive light. We're going to be following this story. I'm going to keep you updated on this. And if you guys have some more information about this, y'all know what y'all can do. Go ahead and send me an email with that information. Email it to me. Those of you that say, I don't email anymore, that's okay. You can inbox me. It may take me a little while to get to it. I'm trying to get all this other stuff up and running better. But listen, email, I get that real quick. Y'all can email me at thejuiceradioandtalkshow@gmail.com, thejuiceradioandtalkshow@gmail.com. I'm going to be following this. Listen, I'm about to upload another story. Y'all are not going to believe what Spirit Airlines is doing. The employees and luggage and pinging their luggage at other people's houses. That video is about to come up here next within the hour. So make sure y'all hit that notification bell on my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe today at The Juice Radio and Talk Show. The Juice Radio and Talk Show. I'm about to go live with that story in about 60 minutes. Y'all get ready, get ready, get ready. All right, y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe out there. Love one another. Most importantly, learn to love yourself. All right. Love y'all for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.